Hello everyone and welcome to another Starfield video. My name's Brian if you happen to be new around here, but if you're a returning subscriber, thanks so much for being a part of the 65,252 of you guys who've hit that subscribe button so far. Interesting fact before we get into the topic of the video, I have a goal of losing 100 pounds and I've been making some great progress. In fact, I'm going to share some of that with you guys in October, but based off of this, if this magically keeps up, which it's not on you for that to happen, that's a me thing to make happen. But if this keeps up at this rate, I'll cross over 100,000 subscribers at the same time of my 3-year weight loss journey goal. 3 years, 1 year to lose it, 2 years to make sure it keeps itself off. So I just want to say a huge thank you for so much for taking a risk on my content and my channel. But let's go ahead and dive into the core subject, which is I'm seeing a huge narrative shift in the discussion around Starfield Online. There are still questions, right? We can all be have 1 foot in the copium, aisle and 1 foot in the hopium, lane as well. And all of this is still, kind of surrounded by hypium. Like hypium, no matter what, is going to be a hell of a drug. And we're all on that train right now. The reason why this is so exciting and important for me is I think this is an interesting discussion to have around this game. This is a Starfield discussion video, and we're going to bring up kind of what really inspired it. And it's obviously part of the thumbnail. Dreamcast Guy. Now, he's interesting because whether you like him or not, he's been kind of vocally against Starfield, which has been made him a target. At the end of the day, he's getting all the attention he needs, right? Like, this is like, if you break it down, if you took gaming and you made it a YouTube content creator, like, he's playing the game incredibly well because whether you like him or not, people are still retweeting him. His name's still getting out there. Attention, whether it's positive or negative, is unfortunately the problem of being a YouTuber and how gaming has evolved. Anyway, that's a bigger topic maybe for another video, but let's see what he has to say and let's go ahead and talk about it here. He says, hearing a lot of people talk about playing Starfield and that the game is just huge and very, very fun. The exact words that they used with him. Now he's extra curious to review the game and he's honestly kind of curious about it. So I kind of paraphrased a little bit of that tweet, so forgive me, my dyslexic brain had a real hard time actually deciphering how he said that, but hopefully my words or what you read on screen made sense. Now, he goes on saying, Xbox players are mad because he says something nice about the game. Lol, you aren't allowed to be curious about this game. That's, again, like, I'm not going to sit here and wade into console wars stuff because at the end of the day, whether you're curious about his thoughts about the game or not, whether somebody can change their mind about a game or not, that really doesn't matter. What matters is actually what he's saying here. People are saying to him, people are talking to him and saying that the game is huge and very, very fun. Why I think this is important is that when it contrasts this absolute silence that we're getting from Bethesda. And I know that we're going to hear some news soon. Gamescom's coming out, but it's not playable. Tells me a couple things. They probably don't want people just playing the game for 5 to 10 minutes. Clearly that's something, because what part of the game do you want to experience? I think they really want to lock down this narrative and this control, and that's why we've already heard that people are playing the game, that it is playable, and that review copies, I think something like that, will be rolling out more and more over the course of the next week. Now, let's play a little defense here in this case. Everything could still go wrong, but why do I especially continue to lean in more positively with this game? Because it'd be more to my advantage if I was like Dreamcast Guy, where I was negative on it and I could come back and say that I was wrong, because those terms in YouTube world mean money. Like those terms mean engagement. Those terms mean people are going to come in, and even if they're just going to come in to dunk on you, that's attention, and YouTube likes that attention. So anyhow, why does this mean more positive things? I honestly think this is a sleeping giant of a game. And the reason ends up being is that as long as the game is running and it does not delete anybody's save, if we see progression wiping bugs when this game releases, that's the big no-no. That's the big danger, right? But if there's going to be bugs because this is a Bethesda game or a Bugthesda game, that is almost guaranteed. But it doesn't necessarily mean the death nail for the game. It could actually mean even more marketing and chaos and craziness when you see like a spaceship do something insane, and then all of a sudden those clips go viral, and then people kind of want to take it out and see what they can break. In fact, a big part of playing these kind of games is just taking them to task and seeing what all can go right and go wrong, which ends up being a huge part of the fun. Now, we've seen this also from, Paris. He was talking about this recently. More and more people are kind of in whispers talking about the core game, which to me makes me feel like Microsoft knows that they've got a massive release on their hands. Gamers are excited and hungry to get any information that they can about the game, and everybody's just wondering, is this going to be a Redfall, or is this going to be Skyrim? Is this going to have the impact that Skyrim had, or is this going to be something that kind of just comes out, fizzles away, and people are kind of looking at it like, oh, Microsoft ruins games? There's a lot of narratives being spoken here, and it's a great time to kind of just sit back, relax, and enjoy the entertainment that Twitter will give you in this case. So this, in my mind, the fact that we're seeing this kind of, signaling from somebody like Dreamcast Guy, that we're seeing these kind of whispers coming about, does just kind of say that, yep, the game in and of itself is, obviously we already know it's almost here, but that there are good things to be in store. The size and scope of the game in and of itself is really going to be where the difference is. Something you might not find fun, somebody might find just wandering aimlessly all kinds of fun. But that's why I bookmarked this tweet. I want to bring this discussion video to you here as a bonus video on Sunday. I hope that you got something good out of it. Let me know your thoughts. Are you more like, what camp are you more in? I think it's perfectly fine to have, again, 1 foot in the copium camp, 1 foot in the hopium camp. If the game doesn't necessarily do well, I'll be sure to come out and apologize and, own that, because I'm very excited for the game. Obviously, I put my money into it already. And like you guys, like, I go to work. This isn't like my goal. My goal isn't to be a full-time content creator. My goal is to continue to make content, but also do this as a part of my money's is just as invested as yours. I'm not getting free copies of games. I don't want free copies of games. I'm not getting special, access. I don't really actually want that. I just want to be able to talk to you guys about games, and that's what this video was. Again, thanks guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you made it all the way to this and you have yet to hit that like button, be sure to do so, as it's a great way of helping out the channel. In fact, the last time I put out a like goal for the last video I just released, put it at 100. You guys crushed it with 363 likes at the time of this recording. Absolutely insane. Thank you guys so much. Let's keep it simple. I don't want to get too greedy. This is a discussion video. That's more of a guide video. That's going to have a longer tail, a longer life to it. Discussion videos tend to pop in, pop out. Let's lock this at 100. If you guys can help get this video to 100, and that feels good. Thank you. I appreciate you guys all so very much. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna wrap up. Thanks so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully I'll see you in the next one. But until then, take care.